Hi, and this is Frugal with a quick minimalist presentation. Now, you've got to realize that Frugal is a minimalist maximalist, okay? We do maximal living on a minimal budget. So, the streams are probably not going to be very long. However, they are going to contain information. And it's going to be pretty cut and dried most of the time. But, I just got to show you. This is something I have to do. I have a problem with nightshades. Now, for those of you who don't know what a nightshade is, shame on you. No, for those of you who don't know what a nightshade is, that's peppers, tomatoes, eggplant, and a lot of Italian stuff. And my Italian aunt, she made such good food, but a lot of it I couldn't eat. But I could eat her spaghetti sauce because she would take out the seeds and take off the peel. And that's something we have to talk about because really that's the way they did it in the old world, okay? They nerfed the tomatoes, by taking, see, the chief problem with tomatoes and peppers and stuff like that, they contain a lectin called solanine. Solanine really freaks some people's systems out. Hi, Pam, how you doing? And solanine is a lectin. Now, plants use lectins for protecting themselves from pests. And I guess that includes human beings because this is probably why people thought, how you doing, Pam? Yes, I'm doing a quickie on Frugal Channel. So basically, solanine is a lectin. Plants use them to repel pests. And this is probably why in the Middle Ages they thought that tomatoes were poisonous, is because to some people they do cause problems. They're not particularly good plants for everybody to be eating, although there are ways, like I said, to nerf them. And the Italians found a way to do that by taking out the seeds and taking off the peeling. And that is where most of the lectins are in most of these foods. So if you take out the seeds and take off the peel, you have a chance of not reacting so much to them. However, I still stay away from peppers. I'm sorry. I would love to be able to eat them. I love hot food. I absolutely love it. So what do? If I can't eat peppers, well, I have to make do with horseradish and other hot things and ginger. Oh, I love the way that ginger, in fact, I love the way that I love the burn. I love the burn. Oh, this stuff burns. And you know what? It's real ginger ale if it burns, okay? If it doesn't burn, maybe not. But ginger oil does burn. It's hot. So this stuff does burn, and it burns in a very pleasant way. So I get this from Aldi's. You got to be careful that it doesn't have the high frou-frou in it. If it has the high frou-frou in it, don't buy it. That stuff is horrible for you. But Aldi's has it with the real cane sugar in it. And if you have diabetes, I'm sorry, but diet is not going to help you. As a matter of fact, all diet does is trick your system into thinking it hasn't had any sugar, and it hasn't had any food either. And then you want to eat more and drink more, and then you find you can drink a bucket of pop. Well, you know what? You can't really drink a bucket of full sugar. You can't. You'll get sick. You'll begin to feel it because it's real and it's sugar and it satisfies you. It trips the satiation trigger. so you don't end up wanting to drink a bucket of it, okay? Because you're full, and it lets your body know you're full, okay? You might be able to get a couple of these down, but boy, you're going to be tired of it. By that third one, you're going to want to set it down. You are not going to be able to drink a bucket of this stuff. Not easy. I mean, not unless you're one of those people who can wolf through a whole cake by yourself, a whole sheet cake or something, which I cannot possibly even conceive of. But the other thing you see here is a very yummy, looks like peach cobbler, but it's actually just peach pie, and I found that for $1.99. Am I the queen of frugal or not? And how did I get around the white pizza thing? See, I have to order white pizza because of this solanine problem. And if you have arthritis, you might want to consider dropping solanine out of your diet. That is to say, dropping nightshade out of your diet, because nightshade will hurt you, okay? If you have arthritis, it can hurt you. So it's very hard to drop it out of your diet because it's so pervasive in everything. But you will hurt a lot less because solanine is a lot of times the culprit. So what I did, it's hard to find white pizza, freezer pizza. I don't want to pay the kind of prices you pay for a takeout pizza all the time. Okay, I'm frugal. I'm frugal bee, right? And I want to be able to have a frozen freaking pizza like everybody else. Oh, yeah, and Pam says, no, I can't even eat one piece of cake. Yeah, it's like you can't really, if you try to eat too much real sugar, you're going to notice it right away. You're going to want to throw up eventually. You're going to get a stomach ache. But white pizza, I found at Aldi's way cheap, even cheaper than their frozen pizza. And let me tell you, Mama Kazi's brand is a good brand of pizza. When they have white pizza available, which they don't all the time, it's funny because my favorite, the white pizza that they do carry is chicken bacon ranch with with a white sauce, and it comes in a purple box. That's how I even noticed they had it. Is we look for that purple box, but it only comes out about once a year like that. They rotate the flavors. So you can find white pizza at Aldi's, but not very often. However, they do have this thing called flatbread. French recipe flatbread. I don't know if you can see that. Bistro style flatbread. And it says it's crunchy flatbread with cream fresh sauce, a partially cooked bacon, sauteed onions, and it's a product of Germany. And Germans do not allow GMO food. So if you get a product from Germany, it's going to be non-GMO. They don't allow it. They don't want to poison their people. They don't want to poison their own people. Like, they just don't allow it. That's the last I heard anyway. That's why some people actually like Germany better. As far as the food, the buses running on time, and all that. There are a lot of things about it that are good, let me tell you. But here in America, we really got to catch up to some of this. This is actually a French flatbread with cream fresh sauce on it, but it's a lot like a pizza. And if you take, like I have, this is another frugal thing I do. I will buy a ham after, about now, after Easter or Christmas or whenever they have a big ham thing, where they're selling a lot of ham and then they're going to have a lot of extra ham and then they mark the ham down. I get me a spiral ham and I cut it up and I freeze some of it and I put some of it away in the back of the fridge so it doesn't go bad quick. And I use it for all kinds of things. So, You know, I put it on this pizza. I mean, I put nice big pieces, not the little bitty bits that you can barely see that they put on the pizzas that you order. No, no, these are big hunks of ham that I put on there, and fresh mushrooms. Fresh mushrooms. Oh yes, not the kind from a jar or a can. I gotta tell you something about the jars and the cans. I wash my mushrooms very carefully. Why? They grow on a shit pile. Literally, they do. And anything that grows on a shit pile, I think really needs to be washed carefully, don't you? Just a thought. Well, here's another thing. It's kind of disgusting, but they do actually allow a certain amount of maggots in your canned food mushrooms because, yeah, I mean, it's literally, part of the rules that they can have a little. Would you like a little maggot with your canned mushrooms? I'm sorry. I hope you're not eating something with canned mushrooms right now. Either that or I hope that maggots don't gross you out. But anyway, so I like mine fresh and I wash them myself and then I know they're okay. Okay. And then what I do is I put my onions or whatever I want, and then I put my provolone cheese on top, which you got to have the cheese, right? You just got to. Okay, and the crust comes out, and I bake it about as long as they say. The crust is really thin and crisp, like a nice thin crust pizza. It's a very good, and actually around here is kind of like a cracker. It kind of reminds me of a cracker, but on the inside it's a very nice thin pizza crust. It comes out real crunchy. I hope you hear that. Hear that? I don't know if you can. But anyway, and this is easy. I mean, it's really easy. You only have to bake it about 15 minutes. You have a white pizza with a lot of good toppings, and it's delicious. It has a nice, thin, crispy crust, and it only cost me about $3 plus my toppings. Now, that's good eating. This pie that I found pies for $1.99 a piece. Now, they're not the Marie Callender's or something, but I looked. They don't have the high frou-frou in them, which is absolutely must with me. If anything has high frou-frou, I put it right back. This does not. This has real sugar. I think the message is finally getting through. Vote with your money, folks. If you're not willing to buy high frou-frou, they're going to stop selling it. Enough people are stopping the high frou-frou, high fructose, and saying, hell no, I'm going back to just plain old sugar because it's safer, really. Now, they try, I'm not a small person. Everybody thinks I should be diabetic, and I'm not. But I eat real sugar. Okay? I do. I won't eat the high fructose stuff. I just don't eat a lot of sugar. I just don't eat it, tons of it, okay? And you can't eat tons of it because it's real sugar and it'll make you sick if you eat tons of it and you'll stop. Just like little kids used to do every Halloween night, right? Every baker's night, they'd eat too much real sugar candy. They get sick to their stomach and they learn, eventually you learn, too much sugar will make you sick. And if you have half a brain, you'll realize not to eat too much sugar. You'll only eat so much. And when you get that little ping that says, okay, I'm full of it now, just leave me. And, you are full of it sometimes. But yeah, now don't tell me, Frugal, you're full of it, okay? Because no, I'm not. I really do not eat a lot of sugar, and I try not to. It has kept me off the diabetic drugs and stuff off of, I don't have to give myself a shot, thank God. My blood work is always okay. One time it got a little high and they tried to put me on metformin. And I read about metformin and I read about you can't just go off of it. So once they get you on those pills, it's like, oh, and they try and tell you, oh, it can be healed, take these pills. No, it's kind of a long, slow slide down. Yeah. Usually you end up with insulin after that. So I said, okay, it was just a little high. It was like 1 point high. And they said, no, you're not diabetic. They said pre-diabetic. But then I thought, wait a minute. I had some of my delicious pop. I had forgotten. I didn't think of it as eating. I had drank some pop, some full sugar pop. And it's like, oh, that's what they're catching. So the next time I go in, they think I'm taking the metformin. I'm not. And my blood is fine. Oh, the metformin's working. No, it's not. I didn't take it. I just, didn't drink a pop before I came in. So, it's like, it's that simple sometimes. Okay. So, yeah, this is a short presentation, but I guess it has a lot more in it than just about white pizza. Okay. I guess we mentioned what you now know what a lectin is. You now know what solanine is. And the only thing that worries me about the pie is it's made with peaches, and peaches can have over 120 different sprays on them. So, unless they're organic peaches, you might be in a little trouble. However, they do peel them. So, I'm thinking it's probably not going to be as bad. Okay. So anyway, this was just a short, like I said, these are not going to be very long because although I'm a maximalist, and a maximalist really isn't about, let me tell you something. Maximalism is not about, well, you know what a minimalist is, right? Minimalist is how little can I get away with and live. Maximalist is different. It's not how much can I hoard. It's how much can I, wonderful things can I fit into my life comfortably. And, you want to curate it. You don't want it to just be a hodgepodge. You want a curated look. I mean, you want extravagant, luxuriant look. And this channel, I'm going to show you how to have a nice, luxuriant, beautiful life without spending too much money. Maybe you want a luxurious life, but you don't have a lot of money. Well, that's a lot of people, and you want to have good things, but you don't have a lot of money. Okay, fine. We can fix that. You can still have a pretty good life without a lot of money. And that's what this channel is going to pretty much focus on, and hopefully be kind of funny while we go along too. So hope you enjoy this. Like I said, this is only going to be a short one. It's we're going to try and pack a lot into each one. Probably next time or very soon, I'm going to show you something about iron pans. Cast iron pans. One of the best cooking implements ever come up with is cast iron pans. And my grandmother used them, and we will talk about that at some point, and how to take care of them. And you can actually get them very cheap and rehabilitate them if you know what you're doing, because they are expensive, but if you know what you're doing, you can get yourself some pretty cheap cast iron pans, rehabilitate them, and have a nice set of your own. Okay. And I have started to do that. I have a nice collection of cast iron going, and we'll show you that on one of the shows. And I want to thank you for coming. Yeah, it's coming up on about 20 minutes. I don't want these to be really more than 20 minutes. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I love you guys. Thanks for visiting Frugal B1TCH. What you call me behind my back is your own business. And it's not, that it's one of those things that I just feel like I need to keep these short and sweet, unless we're got a lot of people that want to talk or something. So this is going to be, that way. My other channel, please. Oh, by the way, please like, share, subscribe. Hope you know. Hope hope you find this informative, and please check out my other channel, which is T Ocean Swagger channel, which is basically my woo channel. And join our woo ship and like, share, subscribe that too. And please comment after the video comes out. Will you please comment on it? I need all the help I can get. I really do. I need subscribers, please. No, it's okay. I mean, we'll just grow organically. I'm good. Organic is good. Okay. Love you guys. Eat well. Oh, and by the way, I heated this in the oven, and what am I going to put on it? Of course, my mother's side has southern roots. I have to put milk on it. Yeah, that's what you put on peach pie. Okay. You have a great night. Eat well. Love you. Bye.